Nikko circuit today for the Nikko Queens event, which is like a girls only drift day. To be honest, there's actually a lot more people here than I was expecting to be. I thought it would be pretty empty, but it's looking pretty cool so far, and there's a lot of awesome cars turned up. So we'll walk over to the spectator area, which is back there, and we'll have a look at some of the cars going around. Nikko stuff, you see all the photos of the cars like getting up on 3 wheels going around the corner, and I thought, oh yeah, those are like, that looks sick, but I didn't think it would be very common. But it's like every single lap the car is up on 3 wheels because the edge of the curb slopes down. Now, of course, that I say that, there are no cars going up the curb, but it was happening before, so we'll hang around and keep videoing. That's like the end of that session. One thing that's cool about this track that you don't get in Australian tracks is that's the track just there. There's no like big fence. Well, there's a fence for part of it, but you still get to stand really close to the cars, which makes it really good for watching. Thing is, going off the edge of that with like the one wheel in the air, that does actually count as going off the track. So although it looks cool, if they're doing it in the comps, then it's not actually good. That used to be dirt on the edge and they put the concrete there instead. It's also starting to rain, which is bad. It's raining. Don't want to get rained on. I'm going to have to get my umbrella from the car, but I'm too lazy to walk over there. It's started properly raining now, so I've gone and gotten my umbrella. I'm just going to do a quick walk around lap of the car park and look what cars are here, because you definitely don't get this sort of thing in other countries, having all these like sick cars that anywhere else would look like it's a car show, but here it's just the car park at a track day. There's a lot of cars that most of you probably never see, like S15s, and this is actually a GTR. A 34 4-door, which is definitely the best shape for an R34 because the 2-door ones are freaking ugly. There's Odyssey, there is race car Prius. Definitely don't normally see race car Prius. Race car Prius also has a baby seat in the back, so I don't think it's a race car, I think it just has stickers. But it's a lot nicer than looking at a normal Prius anyway. Also there's an MRS, definitely don't see MRSs in Australia very often, which is a bit sad because I reckon they're pretty cool. Lexus, which has had its lights on all day, but it looks cool, so I think he's left one on purpose because it's only the Parkers. There's an MA70, I'm not sure if this is a drift car or not because I've seen them driving in and out where the track is, and they've got tools and stuff, but they're parked in the car park instead of over there in the pits, so don't know what they're doing. Silvias are definitely the most popular car at this event, and probably out of the Silvias, S14 is the most popular. There's a couple S15s and a few other things. This thing's cool. I don't think it comes across in the video, but the bonnet's like weird metallic-y, reflective vinyl. It looks sick. Most of the cars here seem to be running SRs. There's a couple of them with big turbos on them, but it seems like stock ones, or stockish ones, are definitely the most popular. Don't see many FCs around at drift days, but there's 2 at this day, I think. There's this one, there's another blue one further around. This car looks very professional. This 180, the center garnish at the back doesn't say 180 SX, it says RPS 13. Not sure, is that a factory thing or is that like an aftermarket one? I'm sure someone can chime in on the comments somewhere and tell me. It's Mark II. There's a couple of S15s. Oh yes, GT wing is sick. It's like, it's really popular in Japan to take off your rear windscreen wiper and put something else on it. I'm not sure why, I think rear wipers are really handy, but whatevs. This is a cool colour, I like blue cars. And it's got the Origin bonnet with the cool vents in the top of it as well. If this is all out of focus, I apologise, but it's extremely glary and hard to work out what I'm actually looking at. Lady. This thing's cool. It's non-turbo and automatic. It looks like it's horrendously slow watching it go down the straight, but it sounds sick. Of course, we've got the Drift Tengoku S15 that they do as their project car, now featuring roof racks. My lunch, me and Nick got the same thing. It said it was tonkatsu ramen, and tonkatsu is like chicken schnitzel, pork schnitzel thing, and ramen's like soup. So I was expecting like soup with a schnitzel in it, but it's not soup with a schnitzel in it, it's something else. That's whatever that is. Looks good though. o'clock, which means the day's over now. Everyone's packing up and heading home. The day was pretty cool. There was some awesome driving going on, some pretty sick cars here. And yeah, it's our time to head back to Tokyo and go back to the hotel. So see you next time.